First section, in the previous old pattern of SAT, we used to have a lot of confusion, except first section, writing section, we do not have essay section, we don't know what is an S section. But fortunately, the new pattern of SAT, we are lucky, we clearly know what is the structure of SAT, which section is going to come first, what exactly is being asked. So we know that the first section is reading section, which is for 65 minutes. Then you have writing section, 44 questions, you have 35 minutes. Then it starts our math section. First section, you are not allowed to use calculator. You have 20 questions and it is for 25 minutes. Then you have a break for 5 minutes and we have a math calculator section where you have 38 questions and for 55 minutes. At the end, it is an optional essay. So after break of 5 minutes, you have an optional essay for 50 minutes. This is the basic structure of SAT, which everyone knows who is appearing for the SAT exam. Only thing is they don't know when they have breaks. They have breaks after the section 1, which is for 10 minutes, and they have break after section 4, which is for 5 minutes, and after section 3. Yes. So what is the total duration of SAT exam? You can just type your answer so that with breaks and including essay, what is the total duration of the exam? It is equally distributed, and most of them said don't know. It's very good. So the time for the duration of the exam is 4 hours 7 minutes including the breaks. So it is one of the longest exam. It is a lot difficult. It is lengthy than our CBSE exam, which is more than for 3 hours. So one thing which is most important, because it is a very long duration exam, one thing which is most important from student perspective is relevant practice and the concentration. That is what is most important. That is what reason behind asking this question. So one of the most lengthy exam which you have taken in your up to 12th standard, you would have never taken an exam which is of so length, which is of 4 hours plus. So this is the exact thing which is most important. As I said, we have reading section, which is for 65 minutes. We have 52 questions. If you see, on an average, you have just 75 seconds to answer a reading question. When it comes to writing, you have 44 questions for 35 minutes, means you have approximately 48 seconds. Now let us come to our math section. So if you see math, no calculator, you have 25 questions and 20 minutes. 25 minutes and 20 questions means approximately you have 75 seconds per question, means just 1 minute 15 seconds per question. Means in 75 seconds, you need to read the question, analyze, solve it, and bubble the answer. You don't believe, just bubble the answer. On an average, student takes 7 minutes. If I reduce at 7 minutes, I have approximately 68 seconds, means approximately 1 minute to solve a question in math, no calculator section. And in math with calculator, you have approximately 81 seconds. So what we can make out from this? Just knowing the questions is not important. Knowing the best strategy to solve the question is most important. And the practice, you need to practice. You need to know each and every topic that is going to appear in SAT exam. I see many students who get 800 and who get 600, who get 700. The major difference between these people is the students who get 800, they start realizing what is their weakness and they try to work on that topic. Students who get 600, 700, the major problem with this is they never work on their weakness. They just take tests, and they leave the test aside, which is of no use. So the first thing you need to keep in mind is, to get good score, the first thing you need to do is you need to realize your mistake. That is the first thing you need to do to get a good score. So students generally ask me what we need to prepare. What is the most important difficult thing about this SAT exam is they just give what are the topics. They give just the topics. They never give what are the subtopics, what exactly to study in SAT. That is the most difficult thing when it comes to SAT exam point of view, whether it is English or whether it is math part is considered. So if I see SAT math topics, SAT has broadly classified them into 4 topics. First is heart of algebra. When I say heart of algebra, it is mainly about linear equations, solving linear equations, linear inequations, system of linear equations, graphing linear equations, and interpreting linear functions. So entire heart of algebra is about linear functions and system of linear equations and inequations. So when I say passport to advanced math, you have mainly about higher degree functions like quadratic functions. You have interpreting non-linear expressions, exponential expressions. You have isolating quantities. You have function notation, equivalent expression. So my suggestion to you is you need to be going through each and every topic before your final exam day. If at all you did not go through any topic, means there is high likely chance that you get question from each and every topic. So you might miss the topic. So first and the basic thing to ace any competitive exam, the first thing you need to know is what exactly to study, what exactly I need to do in the particular exam so that I can ace it. So you need to be good at each and every topic that is mentioned here. If you want, you can see the sample papers that is available in College Board website. You can clearly make it out. They have been classified into the following topics, or you get questions from these topics in your actual SAT. So next, same thing, problem solving and data analysis. We have these topics, and additional topics in math is, we get only 6 questions from additional topics in math. In my next slide, I'm going to tell you what exactly the number of questions you are going to get from each and every topic, and in which section you are going to get. And then I'll give you some sample questions just to tell you, and even I'll give you some strategies to face SAT exam. So these are the 4 sections, and these are the topics which going to come in the exam. Mainly Indian students have problem with problem solving and data analysis. Problem solving and data analysis, because why I say it is problem is, in Indian curriculum we don't emphasize so much on statistics, but fortunately you get 17 questions from problem solving and data analysis in calculator section. And in no calculator section you will not even get a single question from problem solving and data analysis. So, and students who could not get, who will end up in, just let me ask you this question. Do you think, what can be your answer? Out of 100 students take an exam, how many students can get more than 720 in math out of 800? Or more than 700 in math out of 800? Even though most of the students are STEM students, math is a very exam. How many students do you think will get more than 720 if 100 students take an exam? If you can just type in the chat box, it will be very good if at all you have an idea. Why I'm saying this is, many students have intention in the mind or feeling in mind they can easily score very good score in SAT, and English is a difficult part, which is completely wrong. If I analyze, since so 50 means it is too much. Only 3 students. Your 720 score is equivalent to 97 percentile. No. Only 3 students. If you have any of your friends who have taken SAT exam, take their SAT score. If they allow you to see the SAT score, please see the SAT score and see the score of 720. If someone has got 720 score is 97 percentile. Means only just 3 students out of 100 students are able to get 720 and above. The main reason for this, if you get 720 in math, no way we cannot cross 1400. To get 1400 plus in SAT, 1000% I need to get 800 out of 800 in math, and it is not at all easy to get 800, because even if I make single mistake out of 58 questions, no way I can get 800 out of 800 in SAT math. I am very much afraid about SAT math. I'll also explain about SAT subject math level 2. Even though math level 2 is difficult than SAT math level 1, it is very easy to score in math level 2 than math level 1. Because in math level 2, even though you make 2 or 3 mistakes, still you can expect to get 800. But not the same case in SAT math level 1. So I need to get approximately almost all questions. In rare cases, out of 57 questions correct also, you might get 800. And just to let you know, only 3 students will get approximately on an average in the new pattern. 3 students are getting above 720. This is just lack of practice and lack of the knowledge, which topics I need to prepare, what are the topics I'm going to get questions from, how exactly to approach a question, best way to solve a question, what is my weakness area, how I can eliminate the options, how can I use my time, so that I can, what is the topic which I'm weak at, so that you need to learn the best strategies to solve the question. So first thing you need to know is, you need to know what are the topics that are there in SAT. This is the first thing you need to do. And 90% students, even if I ask them just before the date they take the exam, they're not even what topics they come. They think that we are very good in math, we'll just go and take in the exam. That strategies are not going to help you. Then I'm sure getting more than 720 is really difficult. Why I'm saying this, even getting more than 700 or 720 is difficult is, when it is SAT math, it is not a math exam. It is like a mini English exam. The questions are so lengthy. To read questions, to comprehend them and understand, only student will take more than 1 minute if he do not have practice it. But to let you know, I just have 1 minute, approximately 1 minute 10 seconds in calculator based section, non-calculator based section, to solve a question. So means I need to be very good at comprehending the question, getting the idea about the question and marking the answer. So these are the topics which comes in SAT. Then, so in no calculator section, we get 20 questions. As I said, we'll not even get a single question from problem solving and data analysis in no calculator section. This is one of the most important point which students should keep in mind. So whenever you are solving a problem, solving a data analysis question, you can always use calculator, and you should use calculator if required and get the things done. So, and we are going to get 17 questions from problem solving and data analysis. Here in no calculator, I have total 20 questions. Here I have total of 38 questions. Just 1 second, please. So yeah, out of 20 questions, we get around 8 questions from heart of algebra, 9 questions from passport to advanced math, and 3 questions from additional topics in math. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just wait for 1 minute. They're making arrangements for pens so that I can write here so that it will be more explanatory to you. Just hold on for just 1 minute, please. So approximate, we get 20 questions. Out of 20 questions, 8 questions comes from heart of algebra, 9 from passport advanced math, and 3 from additional topics in math, that is complex numbers, trigonometry, and geometry. There is a least importance for geometry in new pattern of SAT. So total we get 6 questions from additional topics in math. So don't give so much emphasis on this topic. You need to give major emphasis on problem solving and data analysis, and passport to advanced math, and heart of algebra. From heart of algebra, the major part of questions comes. You get 19 questions from heart of algebra out of 58 questions. Means 33% of the questions comes from this. And in passport to advanced math, you get around 16 questions, and problem solving and data analysis, you get 17 questions. And all 17 questions are based, as I say, in only calculator based section. And one more thing, uh, there is a section in no calculator based section where you can get a question. Based on this question, they give two multiple choice questions. Either you can get one question, maximum two questions. These are called as extended thinking questions. These are also the questions where students spend a lot of time and get it wrong. So you need to concentrate, or you need to spend time, or you need to solve questions which are related to extended thinking questions, which will help you to score better. Now